All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. So it's so nice to see everybody after a very long break. For some of us, it's a short break. It's so nice to see everyone here this evening for today's webinar. How have you been? How was the conference for those of us who attended the conference virtually and on site? How was Lafia? Please type in the chat and tell us where you're joining in from. And I'm sure you're excited about today's meeting because we're going to be doing some discussions on the post conference and workshop. It's like a roundtable discussion on the highlights, the key takeaways from the conference that we held recently. If you're just new here, you're welcome to the English Language Teachers Teachers Association of Nigeria. Here we promote good teaching practice and we support one another to make our work as teachers of English language to make our work easier. And today is one of those days where we have so many things going on behind the scenes. We have our discussants ready. We have Frank Agulu, housekeeping. Please ensure that your mics are muted if you are not speaking. And comment section, please, if you are going to be typing anything, please make sure it is respectful. I see already in the chat somebody is telling us she's from Mina. That's Lami. Hello, Lami. It's really good to see you. It's good to have you here. Welcome, Lami. So please, in the chat, please be respectful. Tell us where you are in from, and I hope that you'll enjoy today's session. With no much ado, I'll go straight to introducing our moderator for today, who would speak a little about himself, and also he will introduce the panelists or the discussants for today's webinar. So please give us a virtual thunderous round of applause as we make welcome our publicity secretary of Eltan and our moderator for today, Frank Agodo. Frank, I pass
Thank you so much
to you to continue with today's session. Yeah.
Thank you so very much for giving me this wonderful opportunity, and welcome you all to today's webinar. As I can see already, I have my very good friend Zuse already here. I also have the national president is in the house as well. We have Lamisa is also here. Nzube Vivian, thank you so very much. Look at your day, thank you. And my very good friend, Ruth, thank you. And Sally in the house as well. I want to say a very big thank you to all of you for joining us at this point in time. And today's discussion is a roundtable discussion about the conference we just attended in Lafia. And I do believe that most of us in here attended the conference, and this side we do enjoy ourselves academically and otherwise. I am still looking forward to receiving our LOC chairman in the person of Dr. Abashi. I don't think he's yet in the house, but if he's in the house, let him kindly make us let him wave at us, or maybe in writing tell us that he is in the house. I've seen somebody that is from Benin City. Okay, the president himself and others from Belgium. The Able Secretary, thank you so very much. While we await the incoming of the coming in of our LOC chair in from Nasarawa in the person of Dr. Abashi, who will be going straight to the discussion because we have to keep to time. We just have less than 1 hour for this discussion as it were now. Ladies and gentlemen, I would always like to start with welcoming the president. If the president can say one or two before we move ahead, the president, please, Dr. Ken, please, sir, we would like to hear your voice before we surge ahead. The president, sir. Dr. Ken, sir, can he hear us? I do believe the president is in the house. Dr. Ken.
Yeah, I think you can just go ahead with the quiz just so that we can catch up with the time that is already lost. I'm sure Dr. Ken would join us much later. Maybe his audio is not very good. So you can go on with the quiz while we wait for the other discussants to come.
Thank you so very much. I've seen Zumse in the house, and Zumse, I would like to be asking you just a short question, and do keep to time and straight to point, which I know you can do for us this evening about the conference.
Okay.
You know, can I be heard?
Here's a short quiz for everyone who is in here. Frank, it appears your audio is ceasing, is coming on and going off. So while you sort that out, your audio is coming in and going off. But I don't know if I'm the one who has the challenge. But if you can hear me, Frank, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Hello, Frank.
Can anybody hear me now? Can anybody hear me now?
Okay.
Hello?
Hello? Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, that's Auntie Sally. You can hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you so very much. I don't know if the Able Secretary can hear me as well, because he's been saying that my voice is kind of breaking because of network or something like that.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you so very much, everyone. Okay, the first question will be going to Madam Ruth, since I can see her face now. Yeah, Madam Ruth, thank you so very much for being here with us today. I would like to ask, what topics or issues would you like to see addressed in future conferences or workshops? Don't mind me, I'm just being random now. So very random, you know. The conference. I think the secretary is trying to help me out. Okay. Okay, there's a question on the screen. How can we ensure that the conference continues? Every secretary, please. Okay, thank you so very much. What aspect of the conference? Yes. Thank you. Thank you so very much. The question is on the screen and it's going to reach this time around. What aspect of the conference could be improved for next year? Because I wanted to start asking Dr. Abashi, who happens to be the LOC chair, but since he's not in the house yet, so let's go to Madam Ruth herself. Ruth, please, what aspects of the conference could be improved for next year in terms of organization, content, or delivery? What do you think?
Thank you very much, Frank. Thank you everyone for coming.
I am so excited because I was part of the conference and I attended the conference. I would say undoubtedly the conference was a huge success. However, there are some adjustments and improvements that we should consider for next year's conference. Please, I am answering this question in respect to what I feel myself. Some other person might say other things and at the end maybe come up with them. So for next year's conference, I would like us to plan early preparation for early or adequate preparation so that every preparation for smoother logistics will be put in place. So during the conference, there will be no need for any form of last minute rush to put anything together, ranging from the organization of the seating arrangement, the hall, everything should actually they did well in Lafia, but I know we can do better next year. Then also I had a discussion, so I got feedbacks from some teachers and also participants, and from what I gathered, many of them were pleased with the conference. Like I said, it was a success, a huge one. But for next year, I would desire for more hands-on sessions, more practical sessions where we incorporate workshops that will face real world classroom, that will bring in real classroom tips and practical tools that people will live there and go and implement immediately, not just telling people about climate, inclusivity, and the rest. How can they use this in their classroom as they are living there immediately? So that they will not go home and feel redundant as if they never went to any conference. The joy of every attendee is to go home and step down, cascade knowledge immediately. And also, early constitution of panels for parallel sessions. Unlike this conference, many of us got to know the sessions we belong to on that very day. I will advise that next year, people should know about the different parallel sessions and how they can join, how they can participate. Like when someone knows that if I go, I will be joining a session on classroom tips, the person will come with questions that the person have already set, come with contributions, and the person will feel inclusive in everything we are doing. If you notice, like in my own session, many people, after we finish, once they ask them, do you have a question? It is difficult for some people to just form a question immediately. And also some people, when they know about these sessions, they can feature these sessions even on their social media handles for more people to partake. Then finally, are we together?
Thank you. Yes, we are together.
Okay.
Finally, do you mind making it? Yes. Okay.
Finally, the call for abstract should come early this time around, so that when the call for abstract come early, we can have people that will have quality submissions. And also, even the organizers will have more time to communicate, to review, and even feed the participants back on what their decisions are. We have issues telling people that a visual presentation is by this time, your abstract was not seen, or my abstract, you see abstract on you see some abstract on a book of abstract, yet the person that has the abstract will tell you that I didn't receive any mail. So let's put all this in consideration.
Thank you so very much. It's noted already, and you did justice to the question. Thank you so very much. We'll be going straight to our number 2 question now, and it's going to my brother Isa. Isa is connected already. Yes, I believe he's from, I think, is it Sokoto or Zamfara? Let me get our brother Isa. Isa, are you in the house now? Okay, let me go to Yinme Zunse. Zunse, good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, Zunse, thank you for showing up tonight.
Yes,
So
thank
happy.
you, my own capacity PRO.
I can see your face. Happy to see you out and happy to have you tonight. And the question I would like to ask you now will be, how can we ensure that the conference continues to meet the diverse needs of English language teachers across different regions and contents? Zunse, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. I don't know if other attendees can hear him as well. Just one person can as well signify that he or she can hear. Thank you so very much. And I still repeat, as soon as Dr. Bashi joins us, please, it's very important to hear from him as soon as we can. Coming back to Zunse, my
I
friend.
can hear you.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. So, Mr. Zunse, how can we ensure that the conference continues to meet the diverse needs of English language teachers across different regions and contexts? The question is as well on the screen, and we would like you to give it either 90 seconds short or as 2 minutes short. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, my capacity PRO on all the national schools. I hope I can be heard very clear.
Clearly.
Okay. The question has it, how can we meet the needs of English language in context, from regions and all aspects through the conferences?
Yes.
The first thing is that before you provide the need, there must be a diagnosis.
Okay.
And the diagnosis is that we must identify what are the regions we have as ELTAN nationally and internationally.
Okay.
And secondly, we must have to identify challenges and strength of every region, strength from state to local government. It is
Okay.
as a result of identification now that when we are preparing for a conference, we'll prepare the conference to meet those needs because the problems are identified. Therefore, I advise that as the ELTA National will constitute committee to man the next conference or any conference, there is a need to identify the region and their peculiar problems. Their peculiar problems, because the problem that is... Hello?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The need and the problems of Senegal is different from the one that is in Nigeria or Ghana. And the needs of the language, the challenges that may be in Sokoto may not be the same in Anambra. However, if the need is identified, there will be diversification of solutions. So I advise this way. One, there should be a deliberate research to identify those needs. And so there should be... Hello?
I can hear you. Go ahead. I believe there is someone that shouldn't be talking by now that he or she has not muted the mic. But go ahead.
Okay, there should be a deliberate research committee. Then we have correspondence from local government to the national. Then there should be a synergy between the examination body like WAEC and ECO in order to identify the challenges, because the output of the students in English performance is a reflection of at least 70% of teachers' performance in classes or in school. So there is a need to having the synergy in order to identify those challenges in order to prepare conference to meet up with those challenges. Then, in preparing for such, there is need of every year or every time improving on who to come and present the paper. so that there will be proficiency, efficiency, and a practical approach to solve those needs.
Thank you so very much, my good friend Zumse. Thank you.
Hello, Frank. I think you are muted. You have to unmute yourself, Frank. Hello, Frank. If you can hear me, you can. Yes, go ahead. Hello.
Hello. Okay, you can hear me now, right?
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you so very much. I was saying something about what our friend and brother said, that Zoom say, talking about peculiarity of some places, like places in Anambra here where we normally have the R and L factor, and places like maybe in the north where we have the F and P factor, that all this should be put in consideration, and maybe some other peculiar issues, and bringing in the exam bodies like WAEC and NECO. Thank you so very much. Because of time, we'll be going to, I can see Vivian Nzube in the house. Vivian, please, just briefly, you'll be responding to this question I'm about reading out now. Did you receive any advice? You know, you presented a paper, and I don't know whether you presented yet another paper during the plenary session, but the ones you presented, I was there. And by that, you're asking, did you receive any advice, support, criticism, or encouragement from fellow attendees or speakers that you found especially valuable? At least I know I criticized you a whole lot that day. So, did you receive any advice? Is this in the house now?
Yes, good evening. I'm here. Good
Good
evening.
evening, Vivian.
Yeah,
Happy to have you.
same here, sir. Thank you for the privilege. Well, I want to start by thanking Elton because the conference is such a wonderful one. And the question whether I receive advice, support, criticism, yes, I received all, and which is a welcoming development because starting from advice, like, I did well, I'm a young girl, those things, how did I get the strength and the boldness? Then the support, I got all the support I needed from you all, like the encouragement, I can do it. Then the criticism came in from the aspect that we didn't, I had so many slides to teach, but because there was no time, so people were like, that they would have given us more time. So I want the Elton to come in here. If it's something, they'll be giving more time when we want to do workshops so that people can relax and learn, because it got to a point we are like rushing it because of time. So these were the things I really got from people during the conference. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for being brief and concise. In my days in secondary school, read a biology textbook that the title is Brief and Concise Biology. Thank you so very much, Israel. Despite the fact that you are told, you made it so brief. Thank you. We'll be asking yet another question. We'll be coming back to you, Nzube. Don't go far. We'll come back to you. And I hope my brother Zachary is in the house. Zachary, if you're in the house, Mr. Zachary, please, if you're in the house, just wave or say something.
Sorry, Frank.
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Zachariah is Asmao, not
Oh,
not
so
your brother.
sorry.
Yes.
Asma, good evening. Asma, are you there? Good evening, my
Hello,
sister.
good evening, sir. I can hear you, sir, Mr. Frank. I can hear you.
Thank you so very much for coming aboard. Thank you. Because of time, I'll be rushing straight to the question. Was there a moment during the conference when you felt particularly inspired or energized? What was it, and why did it resonate with you? Did you get the question? It's on the screen as well.
Yes, sir. I do. I think how I felt energized or inspired about the conference is the first time when I saw the flyer about the conference. This is the first time I'm attending a conference, and it was the first time I attended a conference in English language. And what
Okay.
energized me, yes, what energized me and inspired me was the fact that I I have a baby, and I reported that to Mr. Abashi. I told him that I'm a student. I was going to register as a student, PG student, and he gave me all the inspiration and the accommodation. So that accommodation alone just inspired me and energized me to be in that conference. I said I was going to
Wow.
be there, even my paper is not complete. I will definitely be in Nasarawa. And it was my first time of being in Nasarawa, actually, in the north
So
central part of Nigeria.
you have two facts. First time of attending such conference and first time of being in Nasarawa.
Yes, sir. And the
Isn't
accommodation really helped me.
okay? That's a great one. So we give up to Dr. Abashi for doing a very great job. Your baby, I believe.
Yes, if you
Rashidat,
can see in
Dr.
the chat.
Rashidat.
Yeah.
Yes, Dr. Rashidat said you and your baby were so inspiring and amazing. Thank you so very much.
Thank
Asma,
you.
we'll be coming back. Is your baby Beeline?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My own baby Asma that came from Kaduna, right?
Yes, sir. You know
Nice
we
to
have
hear
an
your voice
unfinished
again.
business.
We will settle it behind the camera.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. No, I'll be coming back to you again. But this time around, I'm moving my train straight to Isa. Has Isa been able to connect? Hello, is Isa in the house? Has anybody located my very good friend Isa?
Well, I'm not sure he's here yet, so we might as well just pass to other people who are here. Even though I can see somebody, sorry, I can see somebody with Infinix Hot 10. I do not know who the person is. I can see somebody with Motorola Moto E13. Please, if you know you are the person,
Isa was trying to reach me on phone
with
as
this,
you.
please make it your name so we can identify you easily. All right.
Yes, then the person with Motorola is Isa Neville Muhammad.
Frank.
Okay, because of time, let's go back to my very good friend Ruth again. Is Ruth in the house? Still in the house? Hello, Ruth.
She's always in the house.
You are in house. Okay, let's go straight to the point. What aspects of the conference could be improved? I've asked you this question, right?
Yes.
What topics or issues would you like to see addressed in future conferences or workshops? It's like your two questions are the same, but there is a slight difference.
Yes, there is a slight difference. And I will appreciate you for this question because it aligns with my thoughts. And this thought I shared with some people close to me, like Sally, like Joyce, and some of them that even Rashidat at the conference. In subsequent conferences, I want us not only to focus on global issues, but regional issues as well. Regional educational challenges that teachers are facing, what we are facing in Nigeria, not just climate is the thing everybody are talking about, inclusivity is what they are talking about, gamification is the trending issues, not just that. What are we facing as a country? Many teachers in this country, due to inflation and high rate of items, they are losing enthusiasm for teaching. So many teachers in Nigeria are lost. They cannot find themselves because they cannot create time to balance personal development, income generation, and teaching activities. So how do we create sessions to teach these people how to do this thing without losing out on any aspect? Because if you don't teach them right, it's just like a teenage girl growing. You say if you see a boy run into your room, if they touch your hands, you get pregnant. When that girl discovers that if they touch the hands, she doesn't get pregnant, she will give more than the hands. So now, what we're talking to talk about, let's teach these people how to, let's teach teachers how to strategize for managing multiple roles without compromising qualities of teaching. Let's teach them how to restore passion and interest in teaching. I gave my presentation on from enthusiasm to practice, balancing passion and professional development. And I saw many people that said, send me your work after the conference, because it was like a unique aspect. Let's teach them how to sustain this happiness in classroom without burnout, without working excessively and not feeling as if they are getting any form of reward from it. Then also we'll teach them how to balance professional development with teaching responsibilities. And by doing this, let's bring in activities that we know that, yes, they are involved in. For instance, teachers that are in Nigeria today, we know that, yes, only salary cannot sustain them. Let's teach them how a teacher can survive through farming, yet balancing that farming with professional development. How a teacher can survive, a teacher can leave the classroom, go to work in a building factory and still balance them with professional development. Let's forget the overused cliche of teachers' reward is in heaven. Don't give me my reward in heaven. Give me here. Teach me how to catch my fish today. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for being brutally truthful. That's the brutal truth. Meanwhile, while we are talking, somebody, my very own Joyce Amas, she came in, traveler of airtime is always around. Can you imagine? It's really, since it's the traveler of airtime that is around, I would like to throw a question to her, which I know anytime, any day she will answer, though it's an impromptu one. What were the most impactful sessions or presentations for you during the conference and why? This one is going to my very big sister. Sister Joyce, are you there? Is Joyce there? Just a quick one, right? What were the most impactful sessions or presentations for you? Is Joyce there? The trouble of airtime. I can see Dr. Amadi is in the house as well. Doc, good evening, ma.
Yeah, Frank, good evening.
Good evening. Happy to hear your voice. Yes, ma.
I'm happy to hear you. Yeah.
It's been a while, man.
Quite some while.
Exactly, man. I don't know if Joyce is not with us here. That means Dr. Rashidat. Hello, Dr. Rashidat. Is Dr. Rashida as well here or there? I know that one, she's always busy. She works round the clock. And Dr. Bash is not yet in the house. Did anybody hear from him?
He has been told to join. I'm checking to see if he has joined.
And he has not joined yet.
No, he hasn't.
My good friend from Plateau State, Zoom say, let me come back to you. Is Zoom say there? Oga Ilme. Zoom say, I hope the network is not that terrible.
Hello?
Is that Zoom say? Is that
Hello,
Zoom say?
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, Zoom say, welcome back. Happy to hear your voice the second time.
Hello?
I think that is Isa.
Is that Isa?
Yes, hello.
Mala Isa Kaini.
Sincerely speaking, today I have been having too much problem of connection.
It's
I
all
have
right.
been sitting
Welcome.
here for the past 30 minutes.
Mungo de like Kashia.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Quick one. We'll be asking you, how can we as a community of English language teachers support each other better in implementing what we have learned?
Sincerely speaking, what we will do is, let me begin by tendering my apology for not joining the meeting early. And secondly, about that question that you've asked, we can do that through, are you with me?
I'm listening.
We can do that through opening other platforms, as what Ruth did. She has opened a platform where we have been sharing ideas. Those who attended and those who did not attend, we have been sharing ideas, especially what we have learned from the conference. Sincerely speaking, this is very amusing. It is worthy of applaud of Ruth. We have been discussing several issues on how each and every one of us can help the other to develop his personal and professional skills. So this is a very good idea where English language teachers can help each other develop his own personal and professional skills, sharing ideas in that platforms, especially bringing contemporary topics, discussing them, and finding more solutions to problems of people, especially teachers of English who have problems of teaching one topic or the other. You will see them in that platform asking questions and other teachers giving their ideas, and later we conclude or come up with a solution to someone's problem. This is a very good idea where English language teachers as a community can help themselves develop themselves.
Thank you so very much, Malam. I'm so grateful for at least finally you were able to join us and you've given us this wonderful contribution. But do remember that bringing in Ruth into this matter. Ruth is a workaholic. She doesn't rest. She doesn't get tired. But we will do something with her very soon that she will help us in activating any other activities we deem fit that will help the entire teachers in Elton. Thank you so very much, Malanisa, and I'll be coming back to you in a jiffy. Meanwhile, our Dangote is in the house. Auntie Sally, please, I would like you to quickly answer this particular question. Is in my mind for you to do so for me. The question is, what were the most impactful sessions or presentations for you during the conference and why? This question is not reserved for any particular person, but I feel like asking you this question while I still wait for my Oga at the top. Dr. Abashi. What aspects of the conference?
Okay.
Is Ansari listening? Okay.
Yes, she's listening.
Okay.
You know that I was at the conference physically, but somehow, we're busy with a lot of things, so my attention was quite divided. But
Okay.
I enjoyed the keynote address. I also enjoyed one of the lead paper presenters, particularly Dr.
Pinter.
Dr. Pinter, because somehow I happened to be close by, so I could hear what she was saying. But for most of the others, my attention was divided because I was registering participants. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for being this sincere, because I noticed that most people, though we are busy at some point in the conference, but when Dr. Peter was speaking, she got 90% of the attention of the attendees. So that's why I really want to ask that question that I just asked now. Many people were attracted by her presentation, even online. And another person is Dr. Ruben. Am I correct? No, Dr. Andrew. Yes, that's another point again, that when Dr. Andrew was doing justice to his own role, we were all attentive to hear him out. Okay, I have one more question for the elegant lady in the house. Vivian, are you still there? Vivian?
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Okay, I have one more question for you. Where is the question again? Yes, I've seen the question. What was your overall experience of the conference environment, from plenary sessions to casual conversation in between? How did it contribute to your learning and development? Vivian, over to you, please.
All right, thank you for that question. Well, my overall experience was that, I think this is my second conference or the third. And firstly, it was a welcoming one. The organizers were not rigid, because there are some conferences you attend, some people will be very bossy. This one wasn't like that. People were lively. I got to meet some executive aside from our president, who has always been there. I got to meet people like Mr. Fram, Mr. Ebel, my darling sister Ruth, and other people. Everybody was just so welcoming. Even though at the table,
Wow.
if you have been lost, some people will also guide you. So I think the environment was conducive. You get so, and this has a lot to do with learning and development, because as a teacher, if you're not friendly, you won't captivate the mind of the learners. So I learned a whole lot about being accommodating, because I was really accommodated, and which is a very good one. So, and it also helped me in my classroom management to always accommodate people, especially people you don't know. It will also help in development. So that was really what I picked from the conference and the environment as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Please, thank you again. Has anybody seen my Dr. Abashi, please? Or is he the one that is telling us to unmute him?
Please, let me also encourage anyone whose name is not clearly written as their mobile devices. It's difficult for us to identify you. I can see somebody with iPhone.
I'm looking at a particular one.
Yeah, and I can see another one has so many characters that are not legible.
Yes.
So please, if you are the person, please rename yourself. There's one Vivo as well. We don't know who the person is. So whoever it is, please rename your device so we can identify you appropriately. All right, Frank, go ahead, please.
Thank you so very much. I'm coming back to my friend from Kaduna. Auntie Asma, I'm back to you. Are you here or there?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
I hope your son is doing wonderfully well this evening.
Yes.
Is he participating with us?
No, he's asleep.
He's well. We will not wake him up. Okay. The question is, what were some of the most memorable personal interactions you had during the conference, and how did they shape your experience?
Okay, I think I'll also give it to Mr. Abashi. The first time I called him about the conference, he encouraged me to be there. And that shaped
Wow.
my thoughts and experience. And I think that the day I landed in Nasarawa, I met Mr. A. He also gave me how he started with Elsan almost 10 years ago. And that inspired me a lot, and it has shaped my perspective about the teaching profession. I also have a great conversation with Mr. Frank, the presenter here, which
Me?
yes, I'm also learning a lot from him. I also had this conversation with Mr. Helen from Kogi State. I think they have shared my experience thoroughly about my profession and generally my professional development. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for always being brief and concise and straight to the point. Thank you, thank you. I can't thank you enough. Then I'm still asking about our dearly beloved sister Joyce. Don't mind me, I always use sister brother. And kind of a church boy. I'm not trying to be religious anyway. Dr. Rashidat, is she still in the house? Okay, let's go back to my brother Malam Adam. Can you still hear us?
Joyce
Malam
is in the house. Apostle. Joyce is in the house.
The troubler
I
of
can hear
Elton. Auntie Joy, please quickly do one for us. Let's see if you can answer this question. What new methods for engaging students did you find most exciting, and how might they reshape your teaching? Did you get the question?
Is it for me?
Yes, I just want you to answer one of the questions so that you use it to trouble us a bit and teach us more. I said, what new methods for engaging students did you find most exciting, and how might they reshape your teaching?
Oh my God! Oh my God! The paper presentation we did in the different classes, the one on gamification. Yes, I loved it. I loved it. And there was even one she was so practical about teaching affixation, where she gave an example of putting different baskets in front, putting the words at the back, telling the children, okay, pick a word, take it to the basket, or pick a word from the basket, match it up with the one in front. And, you know, in the process of playing and having game, they are learning. I love that. I was just like, oh my God, my GS1, oh my God, I'm going to use it in class. I can't just wait for that topic to come up, that prefix and suffix. I'm going to replicate it. I love that so much. That is one thing I took from there. Then I took that passion. I've always been a passionate person about teaching, but you see the way this troubler of Elton talked about the passion in teaching. Oh my God, I knew there is more to it. I so much love our presentation. I so much love our presentation.
That lady
and the one of even though I did not really, I wasn't there at the beginning, the keynote speaker, I love our presentation. The one that was the name asked of Moi Moi was Moi Moi.
That's
The woman
Dr.
that presented,
Pinter.
I love her
Yes,
presentation too.
yes, Dr. Pinter.
I don't know her name. Pardon me for that.
That's her
I
name,
love
Dr.
her
Pinter.
present. She really took it bit by bit. I love her presentation.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And you know, she demystified a particular part where we were told that as children that if you eat the fruit of a seed of an orange, that it may end up growing in your head.
Yes, yes,
And
yes,
finally,
yes,
yes,
yes. That aspect too.
you
Yes.
remember that part, right? Okay, before we go into question and answer, I still have one question for maybe opening the floor for everybody. I still have one question for Malam Isa. Is in the house?
Yes,
Malam
I
Isa.
can. I can hear you.
Okay, thank you so very much. The question is, how did the conference address the evolving needs of students in classrooms today, especially in terms of inclusivity, diversity, and digital literacy? Did you get the question?
You see, this time around, the advocates for inclusiveness in teaching,
yes,
has been calling for inclusiveness in teaching. Sincerely speaking, especially the participants who presented in the class where I was, that is teaching class.
Yeah.
Most of the participants who presented their papers there, they presented either in that issue of inclusivity, using gamification in teaching English, which is an aspect of digital teaching, because most of the games are digital games that help students learn English language easily. So the most important aspect is how to improve the digital awareness in the classrooms, especially primary schools, where there are no power, no digital gadgets that can help students learn. But if government and other stakeholders can help with provision of gadgets, this can also help in learning English language very well. That's my take.
Thank you so much, very much, Malam Isa. I am so grateful. And we'll keep calling on you some other time. But this time around, my last question tonight will be going to my good friend from Plateau State, Zumse.
We have Dr. Bashi. We have Dr. Bashi here. So if he can
is
take
Dr.
2
Bashi
minutes.
here now?
Yeah, I can see him.
Doc, do you mind saying hello to us? Dr. Bashi? Dr. Zata? Dr. Zata? Is he still having network issues? Doc.
Yeah, he sent me a private message that the network has been terrible where he is. So we might as well just skip him, since we really do not have time. We just have less than 5 minutes to close. So we might just round off with
in rounding off, I appeal I'll be giving just a minute to ask my good friend Sunse, how did any personal story shared by speakers or attendees impact his view in teaching or professional development? Is Sunse listening? Just in 1 minute.
I am with you.
Thank you. Did you get the question? How did any personal stories shared by speakers or attendees impact your view in teaching or professional development? Just in 1 minute.
Okay. This sister that came from the French country, what's her name?
Marie.
Yeah.
Marian. married.
Good, good. Her presentation or her experience, how she coordinate, and then she explored the field of climate, or I would say the aspect of climate into English. Is actually called activated my, or it encouraged me, because I've been writing comprehension on climate change, but it widened my understanding that I need to deploy other aspects of life, because English is the means of instruction.
Yeah.
So it will developing the lexicon of the students. It will help also the three domains of the student: the affective, which is speaking, the cognitive, which is reasoning, and the psychomotive, which is writing. So it is what I have strategized for this time around, to make sure that the students will go beyond class. Again,
thank you so very much. So sorry, I will be cutting you here because of time. So very sorry. My apologies. Right? We have just 2 minutes to round off. Thank you so very much. Meanwhile, I want to say a very big thank you to each and every one of you participating tonight, even those that have been calling on to say one or two things, the president. And thank you, Dr. Scholar, for saying one or two, and everybody. And I must commend our able secretary. Abel, thank you so much for being there for us. As a matter of fact, having you in Elton is a plus, plus, plus. In Igbo language, we say ilikano, meaning the term that is greater than 40. That is who you are to Elton and every other person. I'll be handing over the microphone now to the able secretary to help us round off today's meeting. Thank you all for joining, and thank you all for being here. Madam Ruth, we will talk from the other side of the end. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Frank. Thank you so much for the energy and, of course, your ability to code switch and code mix at the same time, handling English and people, teachers of English language. It's really impressive to see that we can do a lot of multilingualism while we teach and promote good practice. Thank you very much for handling today's session. For our guests and everyone who spoke today, we really appreciate your time. Usually we do this every third Sunday of the month. We meet to discuss a topical issue. And usually we have one speaker or two speakers who will present a well-researched paper or, address a topical issue. We decided that this month we would do a review just in retrospect of what had happened during our conference. And I'm happy that we got sights and sounds and impressions from what had really inspired many people, coming all the way from Kaduna with your baby. That was really inspiring. And we hope that the next conference would have opportunity to host you again. For those who are not aware, our next conference will be in Delta State. And like some of the speakers have observed, we will start early. As a matter of fact, we have started. So rest assured, 2025 will be a blessing. Thank you again for coming, and we pray that as we ride on, we'd always enjoy what we have to offer in Elton. This is saying good night from everyone, from the executive and the webinar faculty, because we have just reached our 1 hour mark. So you can unmute yourself and say your goodbyes. And thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Night.
Oshekupo.
Good night.
Gracias.
Thank you so